We're gonna break it down into different themes in your life. So we're gonna look at love and relationships, then we're gonna look at career and finances, and then we're gonna have a look at personal development and self-growth. Today's reading is going to be a general reading just because of the size of my channel. Most likely if you click onto this video, then this message was meant to find you, and so we're just going to do a general collective reading, and hopefully whoever finds this video can find some value in its messages. So we're just going to start off. Quick disclaimer, I am actually outside in my kitchen. I have an outdoor kitchen here in Costa Rica, so in the background you can see my fridge. I'm sorry, like I need to get like a cute little backdrop, but for now I'm just gonna work with what I have. And my kitchen is outdoor as well, so you might hear some noises, some animal noises, jungle noises, so I do apologize in advance. Also, there is a bit of construction happening next door, so if you do hear some construction noises, again, I'm sorry, but I'm just trying to coexist with my fellow human beings, and so we're gonna just push through and see what messages come through. But first things first, I just want to go ahead and give your energy a quick cleanse. I already cleansed my energy off camera, so I'm just gonna go ahead and light some Palo Santo, one of my favorite cleansing herbs, or yeah, it's a herb, right? No, is it a herb? I think I've asked this question already, but it's one of my favorite cleansing tools, so I'm just gonna go ahead and cleanse your energy. Just want you to take 3 deep ocean breaths. So in through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth, audibly, in through the nose, out through the mouth. One more time, in through the nose and out through the mouth. I'm just gonna go ahead and give you guys a quick chakra balance so that you are open and receptive to the messages that do come through. If you do not want to experience a chakra balance, I have the timestamp below where the reading begins. But if you did want to hang around for it, I invite you to just close your eyes with me, and I'm just gonna quickly run my reiki hands through each of your chakras and just open them up, starting at the crown of the head. Actually, no, we're gonna start from the root chakra. So yeah, let's close our eyes. And just relax. There's nothing for you to do. I'm doing the work. All you need to do is relax. You might feel the energy moving upwards. Right now I'm at your heart chakra, so you might feel the energy there. Now I'm at your throat. Now I'm at your third eye. And now I'm at your crown. Lovely. Perfect. Let's jump into today's video. So first we're gonna start with the overall energy of the month, and I'm just gonna like use my chakra cards, just give it a quick shuffle. I shuffled it off camera, but I'm just gonna give it another quick little shuffle. And let's just see what our overall energy for the month, here we go, is looking like. I just want one card, Spirit. One card, Spirit. Alright, thank you. So we have dissipating, Can you guys see that? So this is some solar plexus energy, and I'm just gonna get one more card from my wisdom tarot, my wisdom oracle deck. Just get one more just so I can paint a story for the overall energy. We just want to know the overall energy for the month of August. The person that's watching, their overall energy, spirit, just tell us one card. Wow, sacred mountain. So we have here some sacral chakra energy, so orange. I'm trying to get it to focus. And then we have some solar plexus energy with dissipating. So this is some interesting energy. It seems like for the month of August, you're being encouraged to go out and explore. Like for some of you, if you've been in this energy of just existing, like just like letting life happen and like not necessarily taking action and going out and doing the things that you want to do, like this month you're gonna get that inspiration and that spark to go out and start exploring. The sacred mountain here suggests that it would be great to spend some time grounding on the earth. Like with this deep red and orange hue, it's like getting as deep as you can, and connecting with the earth and nature and going outside and like shaking off this like dissipating energy, this like I don't really want to do anything, I don't want to like move, I just want to like sit and just like watch TV, or you know, just like be on the internet or be on your phone. Like I'm hearing actually that it's like time to like give yourself like a, what do you call it, like a dopamine detox. So like perhaps taking a break from like electronics, your phone, your tablets, and just like going outside, take off your shoes, connect with the earth, be open to like the magic of nature, like be open to the messages that you might receive, you know, when you go into places that are grounding and nurturing, you know. Like with this specific mountain, like I'm thinking go to the mountains, guys. Like, and the whole like sacred mountain, that like kind of that's telling me that there is a need for you to perhaps go to this mountain and actually have a dialogue, you know, like have a dialogue with yourself about like the energy that you've been in, if that's the type of energy that you want to continue for the rest of the year, you know, like just like trying to understand what direction you want to take things, you know, moving forward. So like I see like the energy is like kind of like a shaking up energy. So if there was like stagnation or just like overall unenthusiasm to do things, I'm seeing like a quick movement into faster moving energy, into like, okay, let's get up, let's go do something, let's like shake it up and get myself out there and switch up my energy. I'm hearing like switch up my energy, and that's beautiful. I mean, coming from this space to a space of I want to go out and do things, almost like if you were in a hermit mode and now you're just like wanting to go out, but it's like I'm hearing like go with intention. So it's not just like going out for the sake of going out, but it's like having that intention that I've been in this energy for quite some time now, and now that I'm moving out of this energy, I'm like intending for it to be healing, I'm intending for it to be grounding, I'm intending for it to be transformative, you know. Like I'm hearing intention is very important. So I think that's like a beautiful start to August 2022. I mean, it's Leo season, so like I'm not surprised with this like sacral and solar plexus energy. It's all about like movement and energy and fire, so I like that for you guys. So now let's like get into the tarot reading. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pull 3 cards for each theme. So we're gonna do the first theme, which is, what was the first theme? Love and relationships. So we'll go into the first theme, love and relationships, and we'll see what's happening in August in love and relationships. So much spirit, we here. relationships for the month of August. I'm using my Waite deck today. Key Spirit, 2 more cards. 2 more cards, Key Spirit. If you guys don't want to watch me shuffle, you can go ahead and just skip forward. I'm just gonna shuffle and get 2 more cards. I think these 2 want to come out. We'll take those. Alright, wow, okay. So, love and relationships. So, the first card that you guys got was the Hanged Man. This is suggesting to me that some of you are deciding to take a different perspective to a current situation. It could be that you're in a relationship with a person, or you're in some sort of like connection that you've been unsure about, and this unsurety has been like perhaps guiding you to think about the situation in a particular way, and I'm hearing that that particular way may not have been like serving you. So like for the month of August, I'm seeing that you guys are trying to take a different perspective to your love life in general, not just this specific connection, but just love and romance and relationships in general. Just like choosing to let go, open up, and invite a new perspective, which I think is beautiful. I'm looking at like this sun energy behind the guy's head, and as I said, we're in Leo season, so it's like a blast of like realization, like, oh, you know, like a light bulb, like ding ding, like I've been looking at this the wrong way, like I've been feeding into a particular thought that hasn't been serving me well, and now I'm choosing to look at it at a different light. And it's a beautiful energy because then we have the Magician, so you're kind of like realizing like just how powerful you are and just how capable you are of like creating and manifesting whatever it is you want to have, you know, in your love and relationships. And like I know I mentioned in this card it might have been an intimate relationship, but it doesn't necessarily have to be an intimate relationship. It could just be relationships in general. Just realizing that if things aren't going a particular way, it's okay, and I have the power to change the perspective, number one, and I also have the power to influence the story. Like I have the power to create whatever it is I want to see unfold in love and relationships for myself. And I feel like that is a beautiful energy for anybody to be in, just that like self-awareness and that realization that you can definitely change any circumstance that isn't necessarily working out the way that you would like it to. And it's not about control either. It's not like wanting to be in control of a situation. It's like a knowing. It's like a knowing that I am the master, you know, like I am the creator. I am the consciousness behind everything that's like happening in my life. I am the infinite connection to source. I am the infinite connection to self, my higher self, and I am guided, and I have the wisdom and the knowledge and everything, all the tools that I need right now to change anything that's not working for me. And I think that's such a beautiful energy. For some of you, you're calling in like stability with the Queen of Pentacles. It's like the Queen of Pentacles usually like signifies like an energy where you have been working extremely hard, and now you can sit and like reap the benefits of what you've created. Almost like the ultimate manifester, like the ultimate alchemist. So I think this is like a really good support to the Magician. Let's see if we can have it a bit focused for you guys. The Magician, like knowing that you can build that stable foundation in your relationships if that's what you want. You know, it's all about what you want and what you want to see happen. And so for love and relationships, we're moving away from a perspective that hasn't been serving us. We're opening up to a new idea of like how to approach the situation. We're realizing our power and our ability to create whatever it is that's happening in our life. And we're receiving confirmation that it's gonna be stable. Like there's stability, and there is like comfort in knowing that if you put in the work, If you put in the work, you make the sacrifices, and you remain guided, remain guided by this universal knowing, you can definitely create any circumstances that will be helpful in your love and relationships. I'm also seeing for some of you that if you are in a relationship, it's like this change of perspective is going to bring some grounding into your relationship. It's going to like deepen the relationship even more. It's just like perhaps you had like an argument or a disagreement, and like now you're starting to see, or you're starting to appreciate the other person's perspective, and you're starting to understand them, you're starting to understand yourself, and it's by virtue of that like connection with the new perspective, and like you understanding who you are and who your partner is, it's like bringing in that like stability and that deepening in the connection, which is also very beautiful. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and pull 3 cards for the career and finance themes. It's too many cards, Spirit, too many cards. Okay, we'll take this one because it fell face up, so we'll take these 2, and then I'll take one more. Nice. Oh wow, beautiful. Okay, so you guys are gonna have a lot of like good fortune in your career and finance. Like the first card that you got was the 6 of Wands. I like to look at the 6 of Wands as like the victory card, so it's like the ultimate victory. So like you have positioned yourself in a space where people are seeing your progress, they're seeing the value, they're seeing the work that you're putting in, and you are drawing the attention of those who might be interested or wanting to pursue something that you are currently pursuing. I think this is a beautiful energy. It's just like signifying that whatever it is you're working on, whatever it is like you're planning on pursuing, it's gonna like bring you victory. It's gonna bring joy, satisfaction, and it's gonna bring honor. For some of you, I'm hearing honor. It's interesting. Yeah, so if this is like a job, I can see for some of you there might be like a promotion, or like you've been working really hard on a particular project, and so you're gonna get like some, what is it, like not accolades, what's the word I'm looking for, like you're gonna get some acknowledgement, like so you're gonna be like highly acknowledged or highly rewarded for like the work that you've been doing. If you are like self-employed, or if you have your own business, it could be that your project or your business is gonna like get some limelight, it's gonna get some like visibility, and for some people, like if you're like me, or like a creator, or like a self-employed person, then like any kind of like limelight, any kind of like advertisement, any kind of like spotlight is amazing, because then you can reach more people. Hearing like you'll be reaching lots of people if you're like having that path as a career. And if you are like working, like I see you're gonna get some sort of acknowledgement from your employer for like all the hard work that you've been doing, and it's just like everyone is just gonna be like happy and celebrating this like accomplishment, because it's like a huge deal. I'm hearing it's like a big deal, that you worked really hard on this project, and now like you're like gonna get some benefits. Could even bring in like a promotion, maybe a new title, right? A new title. So that's something to look forward to. I think that's a beautiful supportive energy for the Leo season. And then I have here the 10 of Cups. So like following on from the 6 of Wands, it's like you've gotten that acknowledgement, and you've like gotten that spotlight. You've become victorious in whatever venture you were trying to do, and that has created some abundance, you know, like ultimate. The 10 of Cups signifies ultimate emotional fulfillment, which is like ultimate happiness, ultimate abundance. Like I like to look at cups as like abundance and fertility, and like so it's like ultimate like satisfaction, emotional satisfaction. Like anything that you could have possibly wanted is now like being presented to yourself, is now being presented to you. and it's being presented to you in a way that it's like emotionally fulfilling. It's like heart expansive. Like if you look at this rainbow, it's kind of just like everything you could possibly think of. It's just like a beautiful unfolding of all the hard work that you've been doing. You're now seeing this ultimate happiness, you know, and I think that's very beautiful. Then you have the Lovers. Now, I don't think this is necessarily talking about love, but it seems like you are calling in connections. So it's like anyone that's meant to be helping you on this journey, on this path, you're like calling them in, and they are like noticing you. They're noticing you, and they're like wanting to open up and come in and assist. I think this is also like trying to remind you to remember what it is you bring to the table. So it's like you might not believe that you have an abundance of things to share. You might not believe that, but like you do. And like I'm just thinking like everyone that comes into this project, everyone that like comes into this business, or everyone that's like coming into to work for this employer, like you all have a certain skill set, and I'm hearing that skill set that you have is extremely valuable. So you just need to be reminded of like the value that you bring wherever you go. It's like a huge value. And with this sun here, again, some more sun energy, the Hangman, and some more solar plexus energy. It's kind of like almost like a confirmation of like how brilliant, how vibrant your value and your skill set is, and the angel is just there to like confirm to you like, yes, you have everything that you could possibly need, and you are just by virtue of you sharing these values, these skill sets, you're going to start to call in all the people that are meant to support you. And I think that is a really nice energy to have in August. So I see like ultimate wish fulfillment. Maybe that was, you were looking forward to that promotion, or you were looking forward to like having that acknowledgement for the hard work that you've been doing. Like that's been bringing in some happy feelings, some moments of joy and some moments of happiness. And then just by virtue of you being in that energy, you're calling in all the persons that are meant to be supporting you, and just like receiving confirmation of just how valuable your skill sets really are. I think that's beautiful as well. So we're gonna go ahead and get 3 more cards, and this is going to be about your self-improvement, no, not self-improvement, personal development and self-development. So I'm just gonna get, Spirit, just need 2 cards please, just 2 more cards. What do you need to know about their personal development and self-development? That one wants to come out, and this one more. One more card. There we go. Ooh, nice. So guys, you have reached the end of a cycle, like a growth cycle, like a personal cycle. The Wheel of Fortune here is confirming that you have reached the end of a cycle. For some of you, it seems like you've been doing a lot of like self work. Like you've been reading the books, you've been listening to the podcasts, you've been self-reflecting, you've been open, you've been learning how to process your emotions, you've been learning how to process your feelings. Like you've been like a student of earth, you've been a student of life, you know, for quite some time. And this card is just confirming that, you know, your angels and guides are like acknowledging and seeing all this effort that you've been putting in, and they're just like here to confirm like you're on the right track, you've been doing the right things, and you're about to step into a new cycle where all of this information that you have gathered, you know, you've been around the world and back, you've been collecting all this data, you've been learning all these new things, and you've been just like being diligent, and you've been focused, you've been healing, you've been doing the work, you've been like looking at your shadows, you've been like learning how to process your emotions. Like, you've just been like a student of life, as I said, and like at all of that work that you've been doing, you're now going to be able to like take it and like move into this new cycle. And that's exciting, right? When you like accumulate lessons and life experiences that you can now use for like the next stage of life. And I think that's like a beautiful like unfolding of life itself. And I mean, what's life without growth? What's life without learning? What's life without... Okay guys, so I'm sorry, but for some reason my camera stopped recording and I didn't notice until I started editing my videos. So I was basically just wrapping up the Wheel of Fortune and just identifying that you guys have been working really hard at your self-improvement and working really hard on getting all the knowledge that you need to move past this cycle. And by virtue of you doing that work, you're now moving into a new beginning that is encouraging growth and transition at this time. Next up on the tarot pull, we got the Strength card, and the video is going to continue with my interpretation of what the Strength card means for you guys in this video. Again, really sorry for the cutoff, but I didn't realize that my camera had stopped recording. I know that's like a big word that's like thrown around in the self-care industry, the whole idea of self-compassion, but it's for a reason, right? Like, if you want to be able to heal, you want to be able to grow, and you want to be able to be like the best version of yourself, you're going to have to know how to practice self-compassion in a way that's impactful. You're going to need to really embrace yourself and really sit with yourself and really give yourself all the love and the attention that you need during this time. Like, whatever it is that's happening, it's like pouring into yourself, pouring the love and the affection into yourself, trying to create a space where you feel safe and where you feel comfortable enough to unfold, you know, like whatever it is needs to be unfolded, whatever it is that needs to be released. Just like allowing yourself to go through your process, whatever that process looks like, and having compassion towards that process. So if that means going to the rage, you know, the place where you like break stuff, you know, if that means like screaming into your pillow, if that means like going for a run, like whatever your process is for like allowing yourself to unfold and unravel and release, like show it compassion and do it from a place of love, and not necessarily, oh, I have to do this thing because like if I don't do this thing then I'm not gonna heal, or if I don't do this thing like I'm not gonna grow. It's kind of just like taking the processes as they come, whatever that looks like, and just showing yourself mad love, just mad love, especially because you've been coming out of this cycle of like pouring deeply into your intellect and deeply into your mindset, like not forgetting that, okay, you've learned all these new things, but if for any reason like you've slipped up or you've like made a mistake, like it's not the end of the world. Like, you're not gonna like be hard on yourself and like smash yourself, you know. It's kind of just like loving yourself through the entire process, whatever that looks like. We're also in Leo season, and the Strength card is Leo energy, so I feel like this is like a really good like omen to get this card in an August reading. And then lastly, I see you guys taking lots of deep rest. It's interesting because you guys were probably in this stagnant energy, right? So like this, I don't feel like this is like the August energy, but I feel like this is the energy that you were probably in July. And then like the universe is like wanting you to shake things up a bit. But like I'm seeing that you guys are gonna start choosing as part of like your self-care, self-development. It's like, okay, learning how to like balance work and play, learning how to balance work and rest, right? And like whenever you do decide to rest, it's like deep transformative rest, nothing superficial. It's like turning everything off and just like being with yourself, calling back your energy. Like that's a practice that I do almost daily at the end of my day, where I sit in my bed right before bed and I go through every interaction that I've had with any other person, any other like circumstances, all of those interactions, and I simply just call back my power. I'm like, okay, so this happened, I had to exert energy, and whatever energy I had to exert, like I'm calling it back. And it's like just energy work. Energy work would be really good. Sorry, any sort of like energy work would be really good. Like the practice of like bringing in energy that's healing, bringing in energy that's like supportive, bringing in energy that's nurturing, you know. Deep rest, deep soulful rest. And maybe I should do some more videos on like energy work, because like I'm really like that. I think that's like what my practice is mostly about. My spiritual practice, it's about energy work, because I actually recently found out that like most of the like my personal healing journey is not physical. My personal healing journey is energetic. My healing has to happen at the energy level, the subtle body. And I think that's quite interesting, and I have a feeling that if you follow my channel and if you like watch my videos, then you're probably very similar, because you know, like we reflect back to each other exactly who we are. So if you're here, then I'm pretty sure that you too, your healing will take place at the energetic level and not necessarily at the physical level. And so like for some of you, I'm hearing like deep soulful rest and like exploring the realm of like energy will be really helpful for you guys. So that is what I'm seeing for the month of August. I think that is some beautiful energy to be in, coming out of like a period of stagnant energy and like shaking up your energy and just like going outside and playing and being like in nature and grounding and just like connecting yourself to earth, to life, because earth is life, you know, and having a new perspective in your romance and love life, and having that perspective deepen your connections. If you're in a relationship, if you're not in a relationship, it's like opening up the space that if someone does come in, it helps you to deepen that connection. And then going into your career, if you've been working really hard, you're about to get some accolades, you're about to get some acknowledgement, and it's going to bring you some satisfaction, some like satisfaction that you've been wanting for a while. And then just by virtue of you being in that space, you're calling in the people that are meant to be supporting you and like showing you and reflecting to you what your true value is. And then like moving into self-care and personal development, you have been working hard and just learning and just like being a dedicated student of life, and you're just being asked that if anything does come up, that you show yourself true compassion, just allowing yourself to process however that process looks like, whatever that process looks like, and just resting, deep resting, and getting into the practice of calling back your energy if you feel like you've been exuding it in a way that hasn't been fulfilling. And I think that's beautiful. So I'm just gonna get a few messages from your angels and spirit guides just to see if they have anything they want to share. Spirit guides, person who's watching this video, what do you need to tell them? They're here and they want to know. Spirit guides and angels, what can you tell them? They really want to know. And I'm just gonna get one card. I'm just gonna get all the cards, and then I have my fairies card here just to see what the fairies have to say. I've been working with the fairy energies. Like, I haven't seen one yet, but hopefully, like, all this good fortune that I've been doing, I can see a fairy. So we'll see what the fairies say as well. I like working with the fairies. They're very fun and playful energy. Nice. And so fairies, the person who sees this, what message do you have? I'm just calling in Archangel Michael right now, just to protect my energy, because sometimes you have to protect your energy when you're working with the fairies. They're a bit mysterious, mischievous. I think that's the word I was trying to say. Mischievous. Yeah. See what guidance the fairies have for us as well. Magic and hope. I love magic. It's really cool. Ever since I was a little girl, I love the idea of like magic. Some more sacral energy, solar plexus energy, manifestation, and your spirit guides are telling you to work on your boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? So it seems like, from an energetic point of view, where can you place better boundaries? Perhaps people have too easy of an access to you, or it could be that when people do approach you, or they do like come into your field, because you don't have the necessarily energetic boundaries, you're allowing their thoughts and their actions and their feelings to be that of your own, which is not necessarily good, because it's not what you feel. Sometimes as empaths, you kind of like take on the energy of other people. So I'm hearing it's more like energetic boundaries. Like, how can you separate yourself and your energy from the people that are around you, and how can you create a practice where you're mindful and aware of when these boundaries are being crossed. If you have been establishing them, where they're being crossed, and who is crossing them, and who you need to probably like have stricter boundaries with. Like, not everyone is supposed to have easy access to you, you know. Like, it's okay to like separate yourself from people and just like be honest and open about like how you're feeling and what the actions or feelings that they're like projecting onto you, how that's making you feel, and just like asking them to respect the boundary that you are placing in front of you to keep their energy separate from yours. So that's some guidance from your spirit guides. Like, work on the boundaries and see like which areas in your life and which relationships you could probably improve on your boundaries. And then the fairies are just like confirming that like there's some powerful manifestation about to happen for this new moon in Leo that's going to be happening. By the time I film this video and post it, it would have already passed. But yeah, there's a lot going on in the cosmos that are like supporting some really deep manifestations. So the fairies are just saying like, whatever it is you want, like start writing it down, say it out loud, like affirm it, confirm it. Like, we're not asking the universe, we're not telling the universe either. We are receiving from the universe. So it's kind of like opening up, like I'm like this solar plexus. Like, I'm so happy I did that chakra work at the beginning, like opening up that energy field to like allow yourself to physically manifest what it is that's like in that field, that like solar plexus energy, where we kind of like the way that we view ourselves and like our value and our worth, and like bringing that into a creative project, or bringing that into, yeah, because manifestation is a creative project, isn't it? It's like a creative process of like taking whatever it is we've been creating in this energy and bringing it into the world and manifesting it. It says, be very honest and clear about what you wish to manifest in your life. No, write it down on a piece of paper. And that's manifestation step 1. I think that's crystal clear. Like, it's all about intention, and once you've placed that intention, just having the courage to take the necessary steps and to just trust in the process, even though it might look like things are not manifesting or things are not happening in the background. Just by you showing up and you giving your energy in a positive way towards what you want, you will receive support necessary from the universe to see it all manifest. And I hope that was helpful. That is the end of your reading. I'm hoping I can do more of these readings because I like to do them. I actually started my tarot business where I do readings. So if you did want to book a reading, the information is below in the description box. I have a few offerings if you'd like to have a look, and if you'd like to work with me, I'd be happy to give you a reading. At the end of today's video, as usual, if you found this video helpful in any way, you can go ahead and hit that like button. Also, if you have been enjoying my content, you can also go ahead and subscribe to my channel. There is absolutely no pressure, but if you did want to support, subscribing and leaving a comment below helps with the algorithm. It helps to keep my videos relevant in the algorithm. I mean, I really don't like to say that, but like, I mean, at the end of the day, it is a very small YouTube channel, and so all the support helps. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.